It's week 9 of the 2022 season, and we've got CeeDee Lamb closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Saints and the Ravens under the lights on Monday night.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CeeDee, you look at the Saints in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Off play action, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
He had the numbers of the game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now it's Burrow. We're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on 1 throw.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 64 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect to maybe throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Ravens. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Fields looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. The kick by Gold is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Taking it about the 1. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Burrow. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. The Saints at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Burrow on 3rd down. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here's Fields. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chase Young bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And Woods has it complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. They juked him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow. Looking left sideline, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow will throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's King. And 8 yards return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And complete, right side to Cook. Now Fields. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this is Cook with a grab. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Man open, it's Cup, he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Freeman. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard about the 2. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Barkley. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. Again, that's Watkins.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Collins complete.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Fields now to throw.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Barkley. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 30 on 2nd down, Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Previous play is under review.
Down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Burrow. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. To throw again on second down. Burrow, this one left side, caught by Collins. And they will take him down, but not before they work this to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Burrow, open man, he completes it to Judy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To the air again, Burrow. Open man, Lamb, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that they're very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Once more, here's Eckler. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. On third down, Burrow. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Gano's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On first down, Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Fields.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Emmanuel Agba finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Fields on 3rd down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Out quickly to Judy. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gano's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark. And he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32. It's a gain of 4. Makes it
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Going all reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Up the middle they go with Drake. And some space here.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Here's Burrow. On the screen, this is Eckler.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap. Fields. And this is Cook with the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On play action, Fields.
He's got Smith here.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Boy, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Now Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Throwing, Burrow. He's got Eckler.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
To throw, Burrow. That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. They'll get this complete to Collins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Here's Burrow.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
That is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. It really came up clutch when they needed it.
Extra point try good by Gano. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So the Ravens now down by a field goal, 20 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
And one last throw here for Fields.
This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Saints, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.